The next step you'll be taking in this course will be writing an argument research paper. And we're going to start that out with writing a topic proposal, where you're going to propose your topic to me or to your instructor, and you are going to support that with various sources that you found in academic databases. And then you are going to annotate those sources to let me know the importance of the source and where it fits into your research. So let's take a look at what the assignment is asking you to do. First thing it's asking you to do is to create a paragraph that you're going to talk about the topic that you're writing, the claim or the side that you're taking. So in the article we read about dodgeball, we know that the topic was physical education, specifically dodgeball. And we know that the author of the article we read said that he was against dodgeball, that it should be banned from schools. Then you're going to look at the key supports for your side of the issue. And then you're going to look at the counterclaims. So if you are for, let's say, gun control legislation, you have to look at the side that is against it. And vice versa. If you're against it, you have to look at the side that is for it. A good argument acknowledges that there's another side to the issue and includes information, researched information about that side, but will also include refutations or rebuttals to those claims. So what is an annotated reference? An annotated reference includes the APA citation for the source. This means you'll be putting your sources in APA citation as they would look in a reference page. Once you've done this assignment, then your reference page is pretty much set and ready to go in APA format. Then you're going to include an annotation or a note about the source. And here's some information to keep in mind as you create that annotated bibliography or reference. You want to give some information about the credibility of the author or of the source. Some of the main arguments that are found within the source, the counter arguments or answers that might be found in the source or that can be looked at through reading material from the source, and the relevance that that source has to your paper. So here's a sample. You'll notice that this is an APA format where it says the author's last name, the first initial. Here we have the year. We have the title of the article and that it was in a textbook. Here are the authors of the textbook. Here's the title of the textbook, the edition, and the publisher. So what would the annotation for this source look like? Notice that you're writing about 3 or 4 sentences of annotation about the source's content. So when you read through, we know that the student is saying that the author is an experienced paintball player. Adds to his credibility on the topic. That the student talks about different workouts and fitness levels. That the author is acknowledging critics of paintball complaining about the injuries that can occur. And notice the last sentence says that the material will support a section of the paper about the benefits of playing uncommon sports. So this student has annotated this source to let you know about credibility, the support, the relevance, where it fits into the paper. This shows me a few things. It shows me that you have found material for certain parts of the paper and not just one part, not relying heavily on too much information about one section of your paper. It also lets me know that you've read through the source, that you've actually looked at it and started seeing where it will fit into your research. So part 1 of the assignment, if you look at the topic proposal, the shell that you will be filling out, you will see that part 1 is asking you to provide sources that support your claim, or if you want to say your side or your position on the matter. And you must have at least 4 of these. You can include up to 6. This final paper is requiring that you have at least 6 to 8 sources. You have to have at least 4 for your side of the claim, but you can include up to 6. Part 2 asks you to look at the counterclaim, or the other side of the argument. And so you want to find sources to support the counterclaim. You have to have at least 2 sources for this side, but you can include up to 4. This way it shows me that you've got good information that you want to include in there for the other side. And if we take a minute and we look at the shell that you will be filling out, this is what the assignment looks like on our Blackboard page. So you see it's the topic proposal and APA annotations. The first part is that topic proposal, which I talked about. Notice it's in a memo format. You're going to put the date. It's to me from you. And the subject, that's kind of just argument proposal. Then here is the body, where you're going to include an explanation of the topic, the claim that you're making, the key support you're using, as well as the counterclaims. Then following one is the part one, which I talked about, the sources that support your claim, your side of the issue. Notice we ask you for the APA citation and then the annotation. And you must have at least 4 sources, but we've given you room if you have a 5th and 6th source. And then part 2 are the sources for the counterclaims. You have to have at least 2 of those, but feel free if you need to. There's space underneath where you can add to that. So again, topic proposal, proposing your topic to me, showing me the strength of your side, showing me that you can research the strength that's coming from the other side. And while you're thinking of the counterclaims, think of reputations, think of fallacies, and all the other information that is on Blackboard in terms of argument. Good luck, and I look forward to reading your topic proposals.